Okay. Whew. I'm fine. All right. I'm chill, really. I'm good.
That she's fine.
My sister in song.
Hello, Kasey Chambers, and welcome to the Sister in Song Sessions.
Thanks for having me, gals. I'm so excited.
Oh, you're excited. We're excited.
It's talking to people. I'm so happy to just be talking to anyone, let alone that it gets to be you girls and we get to hang out like this. It's great. But honestly, you know what it's like, lockdown, you're just like, people.
What is your experience of being a female country music artist?
I don't know if I feel like as a female, it has made a huge difference, like in really obvious ways, right? I understand the patriarchy of the world, right? I'm not pretending like that doesn't exist at all. But I think I took a very unique journey through music anyway. I think my journey through the industry and how to find myself musically and then share that with people. And even the fact that the music that I chose to play back when I first started, you know, like the singer-songwriter country music was, it was extremely different that anyone was kind of doing that anyway, in the same way that I was kind of going down this road. And so, I honestly can't think of like things that really stand out for me that went against me for being a female. I actually felt early on, I think there were probably things that went against me more for being a country artist. Mm-hmm. So I feel like I'm not sure that it mattered so much about being female, male, that I noticed at the time. Don't get me wrong. You know what I mean? I'm sure there were things that I didn't see or whatever. But I think a lot of the hurdles that I came up against, that I felt at the time when I was first starting in the music industry, were predominantly about the style of music that I played, which, you know, I don't know, in some ways maybe gave me a little of an extra drive. Mm-hmm. So I was like, all right, they kind of don't want to hear this, so I'm going to throw it in their face even more so they can't ignore me.
If you could go back, Case, and speak to your younger self, what would you say to her? You know, I think I would just reassure her that I'm on the right track. You can be so easily swayed in the industry, and don't get me wrong, I don't think I was easily swayed overall, but I had moments of doubting myself and things like that. And the truth is, I think in a lot of ways I've spent a lot of that middle time, like not at the start and not now, you know, coming back to all of the original ways of how I approached music anyway. And I'm not only just talking about my career, but like, you know, just even writing songs and, you know, I kind of feel like there were times that I really got off track and I don't know, I went against myself, I guess. And I think I would tell my younger self to, you know, just trust yourself. Your authentic self knows who you are better. All the answers are there. They're all there, and they're all there for all of us through our whole lives. And don't get me wrong, I don't get all the answers right now either, but at least I know that there's something to kind of come back to. And I think it's not like someone's asking you a mathematical question and there's a right or wrong answer. No one really knows who you are better than you. It's just that you're just going to spend your entire life tuning into that, and circumstance and environment and all these things are going to come in around you, and conditioning and all this stuff. But you just have to check back in here. And if you, I think I'd just tell her to trust it more.
So, Case, what is it about music
that's important to you?
It's such an interesting question to ask in these times, because, a lot of us have had music taken away in the last couple of years. Obviously, everyone has been affected by it in the music industry in some way. I don't associate my identity with music. It's a big part of me, and I love it and I appreciate it. And it's a part of my heart and soul that compares to no other, but it's not all I am. And I've always made sure that I nurture that relationship with music. As much as I've missed music over the last couple of years, I haven't lost my identity because I can't do a gig. I think it's dangerous to attach your identity with any one thing, and particularly one thing that can be taken away. If you get stuck in an elevator with me and and I don't have a guitar and it's nothing to do with music, you will probably get, if you ask a question, you'll probably get these big answers.
You are so authentically yourself, Case, and it's so beautiful
to see. I don't know how to be the other way. Sometimes it's annoying.
Not for us.
And we've talked a lot about your relationship with music, but what about your relationship with the other people in music? Who do you consider your sisters in song?
I don't want this to sound like a really cliche kind of answer, but the truth is, I think every female in the whole industry is my sister in song. I think we have an obligation and a responsibility to make our sisters feel good about what they're doing, even if it's not something you're into.
Yeah.
Everyone's just trying to survive and trying to do it the best way they can.
So I know you've been incredibly busy during lockdown. You and Brandon have built a new studio, a resort-style retreat for songwriters. There's bushwalking and beautiful coffee. That I'm excited about.
That's the massive seller. Let's face it. It really doesn't matter what microphones you have in there. If you have barista coffee, that's all that matters.
You've got so much heart and soul that you've put into that, and you want to help others. Do you want to tell me a little more about it?
It's the Rabbit Hole Recording Studio and Music Retreat, which is a little boutique style studio. It is set on 2.5 acres of this private bushland, and there's all wildlife and that around. It's just beautiful, and it's my favorite space in the whole world right now. It was all nature was my childhood, so I've really come back to that now at this point in my life, and I've created this space with Brandon, who is the engineer. But what I also wanted to do in this space was create these creative music and songwriting day camps where songwriters can come and you spend a whole day. It's like a whole experience. I want the day to be just really inspiring overall, hopefully. Obviously there'll be lots of sessions, workshop sessions throughout the day that are filled with specifics about songwriting, creativity and craft and all that. And then, there's general music stuff where we talk about, just the industry and recording. And it's just a really hard time for new artists. And it's a hard time for all of us, but, at where I'm at, it's not like that time has been taken away from me so much, at my age and at my point in the industry and stuff like that. I just realized that it's nowhere near as damaging as it is for a new artist to be all ready to, start getting their songs out there and want to release new music and that, and then go out and back it up with playing gigs and all of that. It's just so hard. So I thought I'll create this competition where and obviously we do it online, and then I was always going to do that anyway, whether we were in lockdown or not, because then everyone from all over Australia can enter, and you win the making of your entire EP, 4 of your original songs, here in the Rabbit Hole recording studio with me and Brando, producing it, making the whole thing for you. And also you get for free one of the creative music and songwriting workshop day camps. I have been so emotional going through this. Like I'm going to get all teary now. Watching these videos and how much people are putting their heart on their sleeve is so beautiful. I just can't tell you. I'm not looking for the shiniest singer. I'm not looking for the best performer or anything. I'm not launching an artist. I'm not a record label. That's not what I'm doing. I want to find someone who connects with what they're writing about and they feel it in a way that moves me to want to go in the studio and help them bring that to life. It's as simple as that. I've got so many favorites. It's killing me. It's killing me. I don't know how I'm going to pick. I really don't.
Case, you're kind of spoiled for choice with instruments and wonderful musical stuff around you. Would you perhaps be open to maybe singing us a tune?
Oh, I wasn't prepared for this. Where will I find a guitar at this shorter notice? Well, I don't have as many friends because I'm not as pretty as I was. Kicked myself at times because I've lied. So I will to learn to stand my ground, tell them I won't be around, move on over to your town and hide. You be the captain and I'll be no one, and you can carry me away if you want to. You can lay low just like your father, and if I tread upon your feet, you just say so. 'Cause you're the captain, I am no one. I tend to feel as though I owe one to you. 'Cause you're the captain, I am no one. I tend to feel as though I owe one to you. 'Cause you're the captain and I am no one, and I owe one to you.
Oh, thank you.
Aww.
You got the cold, shivery version.
Oh,
I'm so freezing in here. I'm going to have to get my heater on.
Apparently I need to go and take my pills. I'm crying.
oh, you had me crying there. You got Logs crying. Thank you so much, Kasey Chambers.
Well, it's no fun unless everybody cries. Really.
We can't thank you enough. You're a beautiful woman. You have a beautiful day. We love you.
Guys. Bye.
Thank you so much.